Number 2, they've got it second. And 10 to start things out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
He'll drop to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see flag. On the run, it's Ware. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Look at the time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll be... They were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll look to throw to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They run it here. Where? And they'll lose a yard coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed. In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now. They have to recover a little bit. Last time they couldn't stop the run. They really couldn't stop the pass either.
And it wasn't just physically. It's mentally, because the offense appears to be a step ahead of them. No matter what they call, it's working. So they've got to get something figured out. And usually you need a big play to get things turned around.
They gave up the touchdown on that bounce attack last drive. Now this drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
All right, here we go. Green 5 now. Look at 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Anunua's got it, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he's got a noon one. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead, it falls down incomplete. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
To throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it? Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Second down now after the incompletion.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball, right?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kiko Alonso in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
Up a play. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run now with Ware. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang out for him. For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And got his man complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And his
We're great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They go play action here on 1st down, finding time. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go. Detroit!
On the ground, this is Ware. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up the 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start. Offense.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Quincy Enunwa with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop it.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad. but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Looking to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it's obvious to me that the big guy is beyond locked in. We saw last week a scintillating performance. We're seeing it again. I think he and his coordinator are in lockstep right now.
Sometimes a tip of the cap to the guys calling the plays here, yeah?
Not just calling the plays, setting the game plan, sitting with him during the week, watching tape as they formulate it. You know, the best ones, they listen to their guy and say, okay, what do you like this week? You like this play? You don't like that play? And that helps them formulate what they're going to do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Two Patriots there to bring him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, where the ball goes anymore.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to be the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Time for a break. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
All right, here we go. Good, 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 good.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Barkevius Mingo in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's a noon one. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the...
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got a noon one. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. A drive there of just 4 plays. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.